Rhea, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna quit the job I have now and change to a different career.
What? You're already planning on quitting now? It's been less than a year since you got that job, right?
But I'm tired of working for a company like this. The work I'm being made to do right now just doesn't work for me, you know?
But I think it's too soon to quit there already. I think you should rethink things one more time. If you leave that job this soon, then it's going to be very difficult to find your next job.
I'll be fine. I happen to already know where I plan to work on next and in what field. I won't be making as much money as I do here, but the work looks really calm, so I think that I can make things work here for a very long time.
You're going to be making even less again? I'm starting to think every time you go to another job, you lose close to $1,000 a year.
Well, this job is gonna be a lot easier for me, and I won't have to stay up past 5 as often. So I understand not making as much time around, but at least I'll be happier.
Are you sure you'll be happier at this new job?
I think so. I hate working jobs that force me to overwork like the one I'm dealing with right now. To be honest, I don't want to work that much in general. As long as I'm able to find a job where I don't have to do that much, I don't mind losing a couple grand a year in terms of income.
Well, what about our lives at home? I hope you don't start expecting me to pick up the pace because you want to relax and not work. If you were to start taking care of the house more, then I might be fine with you going to that new job. But,
Are you talking about the chores?
well, if you're not going to be at work as often, then you'll have more time and energy at home, right? So you can take care of the chores more often. Right now, I'm having to manage both my own job and the chores. So if I'm going to be the one making more than you and working more, you can start doing the chores around this house. Then there will still be balance when it comes to our responsibilities.
What? I hate doing the chores.
If you don't start doing them after leaving your job, then I'm not going to be a happy camper. It's hard on me having to work and do all the chores right now. And when it comes to you, recently, you've been spending a lot more money, so be careful there. If you're going to be making less money, then you're going to have less in terms of savings.
Am I really spending that much?
For the past year now, you haven't spent any money on food for us or the bills for the house. And to make matters worse, every month I've been having to put some money into your accounts for you. I have to do that because you always tell me about how you never have enough money. To be honest, it's a bit strange you're not even helping me with any of the bills. If you're not going to be making as much, then you're not going to be getting as much from me anymore.
Come on now, you're the one making the most money here.
This is not about how much I'm making. You don't pay for anything in the house. You don't do any of the chores. Do you not see you're acting a little funny there by not taking care of anything when it comes to this household? If you're going to continue to not pay for groceries, or the electricity, or the gas, then you need to make up for that all elsewhere.
Alright, Rhea, I just need to handle the chores, right? I'm horrible at them, but I'll do my best to get through them all.
Thank you. This is a promise, all right? Next month, I'm going to be heading on a business trip. I think I'll be out of the house for around 2 weeks or so.
You'll be gone for 2 whole weeks? This is the first time you've ever been out of the house for that long.
I was left in charge of handling a new department that's out of state. So I'm going to have to head out and train some people for 2 weeks in order to get them all in shape.
I'm not sure what that's all about, but I can tell it's gonna be a pretty important job for you.
I'm thinking starting next month, I'm going to have a lot more work on my plate in general. That will all depend on how things go with my work now, though, of course.
Well, that also means that you'll get a raise, right? That's amazing.
All you seem to think about is money, Nico.
That's not true at all. I'm just really amazed to see that my own wife is doing so well inside the company that she's working for. And the fact that she's gonna get a raise is even better.
Well, I guess so. I've actually really wanted to work in management, so this is like a dream that's finally going to come true for me. Which means I'll be out of the house a bit more often, so make sure you take care of things here. While I'm out of town for work, make sure you don't dirty up the house too much.
I will not. Why are you getting so worried about the house and I anyway?
Well, because you barely ever clean.
Hey now, that's pretty rude. I've been doing a lot more of the chores done for you recently, haven't I?
That's true. Compared to how things were before, thank you for that. But soon, I'm going to have a lot more going on with work, so I'd like for you to do a little bit more yourself at home.
I'm still not used to the amount that I have to do now. Can you just let me take care of my responsibilities now, and then we can talk about me doing even more?
Will you, though?
By the way, Rhea, when you start bringing in even more money, we'll be able to afford a lot more things, right? Which means I'll be able to use more money, right?
Just because I'm going to be making more doesn't mean we can start using even more. I still plan on having money for when we retire, so that's what I'm wanting to put all this extra money into.
You really have it all figured out, don't you? Before we get married, you were trading stocks even.
We don't have any kids right now, so we do have quite a bit of money that we don't have to spend on them. But I want to put all that money into retiring so that I can retire early And you and I both have a bit of cushioning in case anything bad were to happen afterwards.
Retirement, huh? I like to think that as long as I'm having fun now, the future doesn't matter. I haven't really put any thought into the future, you know?
Well, it's best you start too. Remember that as time goes on, things like your health won't always be there for you. You have to make sure you have a plan for if things go south.
But before you and I are gonna be able to retire, we're gonna have to take care of the parents. I'd really like to live with my parents at some point.
What are you talking about now? I don't really think we need to be having your parents live together with us. We can still take care of them while we live in separate housing.
But what about when they really need us around them like 24/7?
And when that time comes, we can think about what to do. There happen to be a lot of services around now that can help with the elderly.
What the heck? Do you hate the idea of living with one's parents?
Kind of. To be blunt, I'm not really into that sort of lifestyle.
Why not?
The way I'm going to explain this is a little bad, but your parents happen to really love using money, right? Just the other day, you were telling me about how they borrowed some money in order to gamble, right? I feel as though if they started to live with us, or us with them, I'd only have more things to be responsible for.
I get that those two happen to spend their money a little carelessly at times, but it's just gambling, and, they like doing that. Besides, they have no other hobbies, and you happen to make a lot of money, right? Having them in our care would not harm you at all.
What are you talking about? You're acting like I'm making millions when the amount I get every year isn't much more than most other people around us. I'm not some millionaire, all right? If those two don't find themselves different hobbies that cost less money, then I'm not going to let us live with them. Gambling is a very dangerous thing to enjoy and can lead to many bad outcomes. It can become an addiction and lead to loads of money being lost.
What the heck? You're just being really ignorant right now, you know?
How am I being ignorant? I'm just telling you the truth and how I feel about it. And this is all on top of the fact that I have to worry about your future for you as well. I do not want to worry about anything else besides ourselves in this house.
Fine, I get it. We don't have to talk about this stuff anymore.
Nico, how are things going for you? I still have a lot of work left on this trip, so are you managing okay?
There is not a single problem here.
I hope that's the case for you. Have you been taking care of all the chores and such like I asked?
I'm making it all work. Although I was a bit busy today, so I couldn't get as much done. I'm pretty worn out now, so the plan is to get to bed early tonight.
Is that right? What were you busy with today?
Moving and all that? I mean, that's all that kept me on my feet all day long.
Moving? Who was moving?
My parents.
Your parents ended up moving out of their house then?
That's right.
I didn't know they had plans to do anything like that. I'm a bit surprised. But at the same time, the house they did have was a bit too spacious for just the two of them. Where did they end up moving to?
Our house?
Our house? You're talking about...
That's right.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm saying that my mom and dad will not be living in our house with us. All their things are already in the house as well, so it's already been decided.
You're lying. Have you really decided to have those two move into the house with us already? Did I not tell you that I didn't want to live in the same house as them?
Well, it's not my fault that they both were having a hard time and asked me to take care of them. I just couldn't leave them.
But why the hell did you do all of this without talking to me about it first? What the hell were you thinking? You cannot decide things as important as that without me.
Well, I'm just letting you know about it right now, so that I didn't make this decision on my own anymore.
This is not a freaking joke, you dumbass.
Anyways, they're both finished moving into the house now, so no matter how much you complain, it is not gonna change anything. Here you go. Now my parents and I will be waiting for you to come home.
I'm sure both your mom and dad know about the amount of money I'm making right now, right? That means there's no way I'll be able to make enough money for the future I've been wanting. And now that there's 4 of us that'll have to live there, the house is going to be cramped. Are you really okay having no privacy now?
Come on, Rhea. I want you to make this place into a family home.
There are only 2 rooms in that house and a living room. That's it. And with only 1 bathroom and shower, there is never going to be a privacy there.
You don't gotta get all worried about all that, okay? They're your family. It'll be fine. Okay, let's be real about all this. As my wife, it only makes sense that one day you were gonna have to take care of my parents. So shut your mouth and deal with this.
Had they been in a position in which they needed our help or else they would have become homeless, I'd have been fine supporting them. But in your mom and dad's case, they both were playing with fire and got burned. Starting today, they're going to need to give up on gambling for good.
You're gonna take away the one thing that keeps them happy now? They've both worked so hard for all their lives to enjoy what they love, so just let them enjoy their retired lives the way they want to.
Then tell me where they'll get the money to enjoy themselves. Is that money expected to come from what I make? You and I have a future we need to save up for, and that does not involve them taking half of it from us. I do not like gambling and will not allow my money to be used for it. So if you want to take care of them and their addiction so badly, then you pay for it.
Why are you so upset about them? And you don't really care about anyone besides yourself, do ya? Are you even human?
Am I even human? Ever since you and I got married, I've had to settle for your selfish acts and raise you like you're my child. So you have no right saying something like that about me. Considering I'm the one who is supporting you right now?
If you're not gonna take care of your husband's parents as well, then you're not even a wife. I'm disappointed in you. Stingy old hag is all that you are now.
All right then, that's it. I've had enough of this. Go ahead and do as you like, Nico. But just know, I'm not coming back to that house now.
What are you saying? You're almost done with that business trip, right? You got nowhere else to go besides here.
Just you watch me. I'm not going to go back to you or those two addicts of yours. Who the hell would though? Nobody wants to go back to a place that makes them suffer.
Hey, did you do something? I'm not able to use the credit card anymore.
That's right. You shouldn't be able to. I made sure to stop all the credit cards you have that were under my name. Also, all of the subscriptions you're on under my name, the internet to that house, and the water, gas, electricity, they have all been ended and cut now, and you will no longer be getting any money from myself either. I'm not handing you another penny.
What? My lifeline as well? What the heck are you thinking? Are you gonna steal everything I have from me?
How am I stealing something that I've been paying for? I promise as long as you start to pay for your own things, I won't touch them. I'm done taking care of you, so do what you like with the money you have.
Are you really still upset about having to live with my mom and dad now? Just give it up already!
Why do I have to be the one to put up with all your crap? I'm done being your bank for you, and I'm sure as hell not going to be your parents' bank now too. If you really want to help your parents out that badly, then you do it with your own money. Calling me stingy and anything but human is not going to help you.
How much longer are you gonna be that stubborn about all this? This is your own house here, right? Having me pay for all the bills here would be unfair to me.
Hold up. Did you know that I've been paying for all that myself this whole time? You never said anything about things being unfair for me then, right? Are you just upset because I'm finally making you pay for some things now? And that's the reason you think things are unfair now? That's odd, isn't it? You're kind of contradicting things now.
You're the one making all the money, so it's fine.
That kind of thinking is odd as well. I don't ever remember saying that I was working this job for the sake of making sure you don't have to work. If you want to have a happy life where you don't have to work forever, then you start picking up the slack and working yourself. I'm done looking after every single one of your needs.
Alright. I should be the one paying now, right? I'll do that then. I don't need you to help me out anymore. I'll be the one to take care of my parents.
That's right. You go ahead and do that now. You're going to have to put in a lot of work now caring for both your mom and dad, so the best of luck to you. If you come crying back to me looking for help, it's not happening.
I'm not gonna cry to you about anything. My parents are still getting some social security, so with what I will do, I will make something work. If you don't want to come back to us, then fine, go ahead and leave. I wouldn't even want a horrible wife like you back in this house anyway.
You can cut all of that out now. I already told you I'm not coming back, so that's that. When I'm done with my work here, I'll find myself somewhere to stay for a while.
We'll see. Do whatever you want, huh? I can't do this anymore. Rhea, come back to me, please.
What did I say? Don't come back crying to me. And look at what you're doing. It's only been 1 month and you've already faltered. Is it all really that bad for you there?
I never expected that my parents would use this much money. And when it comes to the house, it's only getting more dirty. I just can't do this anymore.
But you're not going to ask for my help anymore, right? Last month you were talking to me like you'd be able to handle things all on your own and didn't need me.
Well, I've finally come around to realizing just how much I need you. You're not only necessary for your money, but your ability to clean and cook and do the laundry. You've been doing all that for me before, right?
You're only just finding that all out now. I'm sure there was more than enough reason for you to have understood all of that back then. What is all of this now?
But now reality has really hit me. The amount of things that you did to keep me happy, I get it. I'm sure that you were even doing some chores for me still, after asking me to take care of everything, right?
Does that mean that house is like a dump right now?
Not a dump, but I've been still trying my best to keep things tidy, so it's not that bad. But every time I'm trying to get the place clean again, my parents come home and ruin it all again. Seeing them behave like that has really started to piss me off.
Didn't you do that same thing with me, though? You really took after your parents, I guess.
I'm really sorry for all that. I'm sorry for calling you stingy before, okay? I'm asking you to please come home.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going back there. I don't want to. I've chosen to get a divorce from you, Nico.
You're lying, right?
I'm very serious right now. And after that, I'm going to have the three of you leave that house for me. I'll be selling it here soon.
What? You're gonna sell it? This is our house, right?
I'm the one that bought the house and my name is on it. It is my house, not our house. So I can do whatever I want with the place, right?
But if we're kicked out, then what do we all do?
You better start looking for an apartment you can afford with your income then. Then if you still want your parents living with you, bring them along too. You want to care for them, right?
I don't want us to get divorced, all right?
And I don't want us to be a couple anymore, all right? I've already been talking with a lawyer about all that's gone on. If you don't agree with me on this, then we'll have to take this divorce to court. Court costs a lot of money, which I'm able to afford. But can you?
But in a divorce, we gotta split our properties, right? That would mean that half this house would belong to me, right? I might actually have been able to keep this house then.
You're talking about our shared properties as a married couple, right? That house you've been living in was bought by me before we got married. It will not be affected by the divorce in any way.
Huh? What do you mean by that? That's part of the rules when it comes to splitting our properties?
That's right. My car, as well as the stocks I own, are all things I bought before we got married.
But all that money in our shared bank accounts will just be affected, right? I'll get half of that, right?
Well, it will be part of the divorce, but you're not going to be getting a whole lot if that's what you're trying to get at here. Because you always spend a bunch of money, there isn't much money left in that account. And I'm planning on getting a settlement from you in this divorce, so the remaining money will all need to go to me.
Why are you getting a settlement from me now? That's something you'd do if your partner was like cheating on you or something like that, right? I've not been doing anything like that.
It's not just when someone cheats on the other. It's when something is caused by one of the partners that the other is affected by in a negative way. For instance, you having your parents move into my house without ever asking me first. And when it comes to you never paying for any of the bills we had at home, I even have a good enough reason to get a settlement from you after all that money of mine you wasted.
Then how much would the settlement be?
I wonder how much I could get from you. Maybe enough to where you won't get a single dime in this divorce?
There's no way you can take that much from me. No way!
You think you can have a say in all of this when all of that is my money that I've earned and have been giving you so you don't have to work and can just relax all day? This is what's going to happen, Nico. The only thing about any of this that one should be saying no way to is the life you and your parents live. You have all wasted my money and my time.
If you divorce me, then I'll be done for. I don't even have the money to get myself a lawyer, so what can I even do here? If you take me to court over this, then I'm gonna need to get myself a lawyer to defend myself, right?
I don't care about what problems you'll be faced with. You figure things out yourself when it comes to all that. I'm done letting you have the easy life.
Alright then, this is what I'll do. I'll have my parents kicked out of the house, and you won't even have to care for them at all, Rhea.
And?
So now you don't have to get a divorce now, right?
What? So now you're going to toss your parents out? After all that blabbing you did about letting them stay with us and then bringing them in without ever telling me.
I want to show you that I can listen to you. I promise you that from now on, I will no longer make any unresponsible decisions, and I won't cause any problems. So please, can you just find a way to refrain from getting this divorce?
Do you have any idea of how much an idiot you look like right now?
I do! I understand it's stupid of me to ask you to forgive me right now, but without you, I can't live on in the world.
We all knew that. You're a textbook example of a parasite after all. If you don't have yourself a host, you will die. But from now on, you're going to be the host.
What? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Your parents happen to be even stronger parasites than you, right? I think they're going to suck you dry off of everything you have until you're nothing more than just skin and bones. Once you're at that point, then you might be able to understand how I was feeling not too long ago. I don't want to have any part in all that though, and that's why I'm going to run as far away as I can from you now. After that, I had my realtor go and kick my husband and his parents out of my house. They were very reluctant at first, but after about 30 minutes of crying and laying on the floor asking to please be left alone, the realtor had the police come and resolve the situation once and for all. Then, Nico and I got a divorce, and I didn't have to give him a penny after. After being kicked out of my house and forced to find a path of their own, those three found some way to continue on. But the apartment they ended up finding was both very small and very old. And when those three, with their terrible spending habits, get to a point in which they no longer have enough money, they start to pick money off of one another, causing fights left and right. Just like we were all thinking, that family is nothing but trouble. I'm sure Nico is regretting ever leaving his last job now that he's barely making enough to even support himself. Had he just focused on his own life and stopped acting like I'd always be there to support him, then none of this would be happening to him right now. I had been hoping that by some point, he'd learn to step it up and actually work for his money. But at this point, there is no hope for any of his family. From what I've heard about Nico lately, after the divorce he gained 40 pounds and became very sick. Since he had no money to spare, he couldn't get himself any healthy foods and resorted to nothing but frozen TV dinners to help sustain himself. When it comes to myself, I've moved into a smaller townhouse where I've begun my new life. I ended up not selling my old house and now have been renting it out to people as a bed and breakfast. It's a busy life having to manage both that place and my job now, but I'm able to manage and should be retired by the time I'm in my late 50s. Of course, that's if I decide not to find myself a new man and perhaps have a child or two between us in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I hope everything went all right today. I'm sure that you were pretty nervous there, right?
Yeah, and I'm exhausted now, but it was fun.
That all felt pretty good to you, right? I was a bit worried that with you, things would be a little bit more tense there.
But that's just how things get sometimes, right? I'm just happy that today all our family was really in a really great mood and had a good time. It even looks like my mom and yours became really close to one another there.
That's true. They were just joking about that the whole time, and it seemed like they have the exact same personalities, huh?
Right? I'm so thankful things didn't turn out the other way for us there. It could have all gone a lot worse, right?
Well, we now say that there's only one thing left to do now, right? And that is having our wedding.
Time has really flown by on us, huh? We just have a little bit more to go, and then we can both focus on being a married couple and what we want to do with our lives from there on out. Hopefully we have time before this wedding, though.
For what?
To get skinny enough to look good in our formal wear. I'd like to be down another 6 pounds before the wedding.
It's amazing how far you've come this whole time. I think that I just need a little bit more muscle and that tux will fit perfectly.
To be honest, you'd probably be fine just staying the shape you're in. Of course, though, we both want to look perfect for this wedding, right? This is going to be one of the biggest events in our lives, after all. There will be a lot of people there celebrating us.
I feel that we may have invited a bit too many people this time, though.
You think so?
I think I might have invited way more people than you were able to invite.
Well, compared to the people I invited, I suppose you did invite a lot. But you happen to be very popular and know all kinds of people.
Most of them are from work, though, you know? I invited literally everyone from work. My higher-ups, my coworkers, and my subordinates.
Well, if all of them are able to make it, you should be very thankful. What are all the people that you work with like, by the way? You work for a large company, so I'm assuming that a lot of them are very smart and know what they're doing?
They're all very powerful, but also friendly and open-minded. So I'm thinking with all of them invited, this wedding will turn out pretty perfect for me.
Are all of them very outgoing then?
I'd like to think so. The company happens to have a barbecue once every year, and we have not heard anyone ever say no to coming. If there was ever anyone that said no to a social gathering at work, we'd actually all be pretty shocked, actually. There have been a few, but we were usually able to get them to lighten up and become more social in the end.
Really? I suppose you're really close then there. It's pretty rare for larger companies these days to have employees who are all that close, right?
I suppose so. But in this company, everyone's having a great time with one another. That's right. This year, would you like to join me at one of the work gatherings that we'll throw?
What? You're asking me to come along with you to one? Is that okay with everyone?
As long as you're family, it's okay. That's why guys are all bringing their wives and kids to these gatherings. And as for myself, I've always dreamed of bringing my wife along. I was always getting jealous seeing everyone else like my boss bringing his family to the barbecues and such. So now that you're my family, I want you to come along with me.
I would be happy to go, as long as you're all right with bringing me there.
Actually, the next event will be taking place in a couple of weeks before we have our wedding this year. Everyone at work will be able to meet you before the wedding, I guess.
I'm a little nervous about meeting with everyone from your work at a gathering like that, though. I feel it would be much more easy for me to see them all at our wedding for the first time.
You'll be fine. All of them are really nice and not overbearing in any way. And considering we'll all be drinking, the atmosphere will be very friendly.
You sure? Am I going to have to pour all their drinks for them and such, considering I'm your wife?
This isn't the 1950s anymore, Nia. You can just do as you please, okay? Eat what you want, drink what you want, say what you want. Just have fun. So please, don't get too worked up about it and join me.
Sounds good. I'll come along then. Thanks for inviting me to come along this time.
I'll be happy to have you along with me there. I'm actually looking forward to it already, actually.
Same with me. I can't wait to go with you.
What did you think of the company barbecue today? Were you having a lot of fun there?
That was such a fun time. All of the people you work with are insanely funny. I feel like I was laughing all day long there.
They're all such wonderful people, aren't they? I'm so glad that they were all happy to see you today.
I'm really relieved that everyone there was so open and kind with me. But of course, I did have to be a little bit reserved while there. Sorry for that.
No worries, Nia. As long as you were having fun, then I do not mind that at all. I saw that soon after we arrived there, a lot of your nerves were calmed down pretty quickly. That made me feel really relieved myself.
Well, because of that, I ended up eating way too much steak. I was supposed to be dieting for this wedding we have soon, and I just consumed around 4,000 calories today. If I'm not able to fit inside my wedding dress, what'll I do?
It's fine to indulge like that every so often, alright?
I understand why you think that. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to need to cut my calories again and make sure that I get to the gym. But after seeing a lot of your coworkers today, I feel like I'll be able to do everything I need to before this wedding.
You feel that way? What happened that got you feeling that kind of energy, huh?
Well, it's not that crazy. It's just so many of the female employees in the company are so strong and powerful. They made me feel like I need to work even harder myself to get to their amazing levels. They are all strong and beautiful.
There's a lot of beautiful women there. Many of the guys there like to believe that HR only chooses the best women to work in the company, you know.
I'm sure that's not the case, but I can see why some would think that. But it's not just their looks that are incredible, but their personalities too. They were all so nice to me.
I like to think that all of them are really nice women to work with. But what's even more amazing is a lot of them tell me just how cute of a wife that you are.
Really? Being praised by those beauties feels good.
Now that we're talking about them, you happen to get a present from one of them for the wedding, right?
That's right. I didn't think someone would be handing me a gift already like that. There happens to be a message card inside the gift bag as well. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm sure they'll say something funny. How kind of them to do something like that.
I was shocked to see her give you that gift as well. So nice of her.
And what was in the bag? It's really popular right now. A very high-end type of perfume. They really knew what would make me happy.
Is that perfume something that you'll use a lot?
I think so. I actually was really wanting this perfume, but it was sold out everywhere I looked.
Well, that's great to hear then.
They all also told me how much they're all looking forward to our wedding. We have to do our best now to make sure this wedding goes perfectly. I want to make sure everyone is in a great mood there and gets to see how much you and I love each other.
That's right. Let's have a wedding that'll last in their memories forever.
Having so many people that are looking forward to our wedding has really brought me lots of joy. You and I are such a wonderful couple.
Nia, what happened? It's a bit past our planned time of meeting up. If we don't start getting everything ready now, then we won't be able to make it in time for the wedding. Did you end up sleeping in or something?
I'm awake, Simon.
What's happened then? Are you feeling a bit sick today?
No, I'm all right.
Then what's going on with you? Hurry up and get here, okay? Do you need me to come and get you?
No thanks. I'm not coming to the wedding anyway today.
What? Why not? Are you starting to feel a little anxious about all this?
Nope.
Or perhaps you are, but you're just too afraid to say anything about it to me? I understand being nervous about all this right now, but we spent a whole year getting ready for this day, right? I'm sure that once you make it over to the reception hall, you'll forget all about your worries and have a lot of fun.
This has nothing to do with me being worried or nervous. I no longer want to be married to you.
Did I do something wrong? I'm not sure what would make you think something like that, but for the time being, would you just come and see me? Even if there's something you're upset about, there's no way to cancel the wedding on the day of, right? There's a lot of people coming here today that took this day off so we can celebrate us.
And I feel really, really sorry for all the guests that want to come see us today. But I've decided that I'm through with you, so there can't be a wedding between us anymore. I would never be able to smile if I went there.
What's made you so upset, Nia? If you want to have the wedding canceled now, you're gonna be stabbing a lot of your friends and family in the back, right? Canceling a wedding on the day of will leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. I never thought that you would be wanting to do something as crazy as this.
It's not the right time for me to be worried about them. I will not be able to marry someone like you who lied to me about being a virgin.
Just come here already. If you have something to complain about, then you can complain after the wedding is over. This is not the time for you to start acting out of line like that.
I told you I'm not going.
What the hell is this? If you leave me here like this, I'll just be embarrassing myself. Is that what you want from me?
Actually, I do want that for you. I don't care what happens to you anymore.
No matter what I try and do with you now, you're not gonna make it in time for the wedding. I'll let the planner know that the wedding is canceled. Will that make you happy?
Yeah, it will.
I can't believe you never showed up to the day of our wedding like that. On the day of, did something seriously wrong happen in your head?
I'm completely fine.
How are you fine after doing something like this? We spent the whole year getting ready for this day and it's all gone to waste? Do you have any idea how embarrassed all of this had made me? You're gonna pay for this whole fiasco, okay? And I'm gonna go and get a settlement from you. I hope you're ready for that.
What? There's no way you're getting a settlement from me.
Like hell I won't. I'm holding you responsible for this whole thing. You were the one that just went and ruined everything both you and I had set up.
You're the one that ruined everything.
Huh? What are you trying to tell me, that I did to ruin everything? You're the one that never ended up coming to our own wedding before it even started.
And you're the one that created my reasoning for never ever wanting to have that wedding with you.
What are you going on about? What about me do you not like anymore? You need to stop being so vague and tell me what is wrong right now.
You have been cheating on me, asshole. I am not going to be married to an unfaithful jerk like you.
Huh? I've been cheating? What kind of stupid crap are you going on about right now? Are you sure that you didn't hit your head on anything or instantly go crazy over there?
You're the one who's crazy, Simon. You and I have been dating, and we're planning on being married too. We had talked for hundreds of hours about the life we'd have after this wedding and what we wanted to do in the future. Yet you happen to have relations with more girls than just myself, right?
You cut that out right now. What makes you think that you can say such horrible things like that about me?
Ever since the day of your work's barbecue event, for the past 3 weeks up until this very day, I've been doing research. I have so much evidence now of you cheating on me that it's depressing.
Evidence?
I've had a look at the conversations you've had over text with some of your other women. There are also pictures of you in the middle of cheating on me. Pictures of you in a car with another woman making out with her. Pictures of you in a hotel lobby holding the hands of other women. I have pictures of you doing things that make me want to cry, so I'm not going to type them here.
You're kidding me, right?
Not at all. That's why things between you and I are over, and you won't be getting any of my money. And that means you can give up on trying to avoid the truth.
You've been at it for 3 weeks now. Why?
Are you asking me why I know about you cheating on me? How did I notice this just 3 weeks ago after you kept it under the radar for so long?
That's not what I meant.
I'm sure it is though, right? Honestly, I had no idea about it. But after being told by a little songbird, I figured it all out.
Being told? Who told you something like that about me?
I received a letter, actually. I'm not sure who wrote it to me, though.
What was written in that letter?
It said that you've been cheating on me with many women in the company. When I read that, I almost threw up. Out of all those women at the barbecue, I bet you have been cheating on me with half of them, right? Or perhaps all of your female co-workers have had fun with you before.
No way. I'm not that kind of guy, alright? Anyway, who the hell wrote and handed you a letter like that? Looking up the address that you've been living at and then sending you a letter like that in the mail, who the hell do they think they are?
The letter wasn't sent to my house, Simon. It wasn't a gift that I was given at the barbecue. I think one of those women in that group happened to put that letter in there for me. One of the women you cheated on me with must have done it.
Why the hell would they do something like that? There's no reason for any of that, right?
Right now, the only person I'm worried about is you. You're the problem I'm faced with, and I will not be married to you. I already spoke with my parents about all of this, and soon I'll be speaking to your parents about this too.
Wait, don't. Hold on a second. I'll talk to them about this, okay?
I don't believe you will. And if you do, you're not going to tell them the truth. I'm going to be the one to explain all of this to them. I have to apologize to them after all for canceling on the day of our wedding.
Let's both meet in person and talk about this.
Sure. But before I do that, I'm going to call your parents and explain to them what's happened. In a few days, you and I can meet along with our parents there.
Nia, listen to me. I'm really sorry for cheating on you.
Why are you coming to apologize for all that now? Did your parents both tell you to apologize to me or something?
You have it all wrong. I've learned that what I did was wrong. I'll manage the full cost of the wedding, of course, okay? But please, would you just refrain from getting that settlement from me?
I have no reason to refrain from doing that for you. I want you to pay for both that wedding and for the settlement I'll be asking for. You deserve to pay for all that considering what all you've done to me.
All those things I did with the other women were just for fun, that's all. The only person I've ever been in love with was you, Nia.
I don't give a crap if what you were doing was out of love or just for play. Also, there happens to be someone in that group who you were a bit more serious with, correct?
What are you getting at?
I know who sent me that letter and the gift. She went and searched for my family at the wedding. She had assumed I'd be there today for her to talk to.
Who was it?
Rosie Francis. She happens to be a subordinate of yours.
Rosie? Why would she do something like that?
Are you really that surprised by this?
Because she was always the one who would never fight back against me and looked so happy with me around. I can't believe that someone as serious as she was with me would tell on us.
Your plans were just to have a couple of flings with her, right?
That's right. She was just a toy to me, okay? All the women that I've been with should know that, and I thought that they all should have felt the same way.
But Rosie's different. She originally wanted to just fool around, but then she got feelings for you that wouldn't leave her. Seeing you getting married to me was something she was not happy about.
So that's why she went and told on me. On us. What a freaking whore. That awful woman.
It's hard to understand what love really is, especially when you have so many lovers. Had I not ever known about this, I'm sure you would still be cheating on me at this moment, right?
That's not true at all. I planned on giving that all up after this wedding was over with. I was just trying to have as much fun as I could before we tied the knot for good. All of it was just games and nothing more to me.
I wonder if that's true. It's too late anyway to try and save yourself here. I'm sure you're pissed off at Rosie now. I'm pretty upset with her as well. But I am very happy that she told me the truth and kept me from marrying a monster like you.
I understand that you're upset, but if you start to tell everyone about this, then it's not just gonna be me that you embarrass, but yourself as well. Do you think that we can just keep all this under wraps, alright?
Why would I be embarrassed by any of this? You're the only one people will see as the freak here. I'm not going to keep any of this under wraps, especially when our parents already know everything. I'm going to let all of our guests know why the wedding was canceled, and you'll have to answer to them. And then I'm going to take every one of your little girls that you cheated on me with and get a settlement from them too.
Stop that already, okay? Don't turn this all into such a big deal. My bosses might even end up hearing about all this.
I'm sure they already know something's been going on between you and all those women. The fact that the wedding was canceled last minute was not just a mere coincidence. If they're already worried about what's been going on with you and suspect something, then someone needs to tell them the truth. I wouldn't want anyone thinking something worse has been going on here and making up rumors about us.
I'm asking you to please stop!
Every single person that was invited has the right to know why the wedding was canceled. And as for myself, I have the right to every settlement I deserve from you and all the women you've been having fun with behind my back. That's why I'm going to get the money I deserve, and everyone is going to find out why.
Something like this is not good for me, alright? I might be fired and left without anyone willing to hire me. This might cost me my whole life.
I do not care what happens to you after this. This is all because of you in the first place, so be ready to have your life ended. It would be awful if it were only one person you were with, but who knows how many of those women you've been cheating on me with now. You know what's really gone and pissed me off though? You brought me to that barbecue knowing dang well you've been with either making out with or sleeping with those other women.
I am so sorry about all that, okay? My bad. I brought you to that party thinking that nothing would happen between you and those other women. Honestly, I just wanted to show off the wife that I plan to love for the rest of my life.
Had you been telling all your other women about me this whole time? Perhaps that's why one of them knew about what I wanted. I need to toss that perfume now. The smell of it will forever stick in my brain as the smell of whores.
I'm not sure about all that. I'm sure that I might have bragged about you to a few of them.
Don't you ever talk about me to any of them again. It's screwed up.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to make myself look good by bragging.
Are you kidding me? You were bragging to a bunch of other women you were having sex with about the woman you wanted to marry? How many women have you cheated on me with, Simon? Not even Rosie had a number for how many women you've been playing with. She told my family that at the very least there are 10 of them. Is that true?
Yes.
How many are there?
Around 20, I think.
Jesus.
If you add in all the women I just had a one-night stand with, then it would be around 20. About 15 of them I've slept with about more than once. At least, that's what I think.
What the actual frick is all this? By that point, you should just stay single and screw every hole you see.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
That is an unbelievable amount, you dick. I am so glad I left you before that wedding, before we actually got married. I'm going to make sure I end up insanely rich after I'm done with you and all your whores.
Is this really how things are gonna end between us? I was planning to change my ways after this wedding. So would you please just rethink what you're doing? I'm serious about this.
I'm not going to believe another thing you tell me, Simon. If I were to get back with you, I bet you hit up another 10 girls at least before we have our wedding. Am I right? God, I just want all this to be over with, but there is still a lot more fighting I have to do now. I'm going to make a message out of you. One that reads to any girl you plan to be with in the future that you're nothing more than a man whore and will never care about anyone else besides yourself. I hope that is enough for any sane woman to stay the hell away from you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for hurting you. I really regret all the cheating that I've been up to this whole time. I want to fix whatever I can between you and I.
I want to as well.
Right? So please, let's just rethink all this and let's start over. I promise you that I will make you the most happy woman ever.
The thing that I want to fix and start over with is my time before I ever met you. Then I would be able to find someone that isn't you. I don't want you around me anymore, so go live the rest of your life screwing all the women you'd like. Just know that because you can't seem to love anyone with all your heart, you are never going to make any woman happy. After that, Simon and I decided on sitting down to have a talk in person, and there he told me he would be paying for the whole wedding that was canceled. I then went ahead and had not only Simon, but every single woman that he was with while also dating and engaged to me pay a settlement as well. Then about half of those that had been with Simon as he cheated on me left their jobs in that company. Just like Simon was saying, this story made its way into the ears of those within the company, and I'm sure that led to some interesting conversations inside the workplace. Those that remained soon learned that they would be fired and left their jobs as well, forcing the company as a whole to go into a shrinking phase. There were not enough people there to get all the work done, and this led that company to an unfortunate path. I'm not sure if the company will be able to manage after something like that, but Simon's higher-ups did make him responsible for every bit of it. They couldn't afford to fire him, but they could afford to move him out of their office building. He is now working for a smaller department out in the middle of nowhere, and his income had been cut in half. But this wasn't the end of the fiasco that Simon was so worried about. There happened to be plenty of women that Simon was with who were also married. Some of those women would lose their husbands to divorce, and others would lose their fiancés. It seemed that in the near future, Simon would be met with many more settlements that he'll be forced to pay off. For a man that thought nothing serious of what he'd been doing, he's going to be met with some of the most serious events of his life. When it comes to myself, in order to get my mind off all that happened, I started something new. I had always been wanting to go overseas to study and work, yet I was bound to a man here in the States. But now that he was no longer in my life, and I had all this confidence and money from the settlements, it was my time to go and enjoy myself for once. I hope that in a new world, with a new culture and everything, I'm able to learn new things about both myself and the world around me. And with that, I can soon become just as strong, if not stronger than those women I saw back at the barbecue. Of course, some of them had been with Simon as he cheated on me, and knew about who I was, but that confidence to still talk to me when all that was going on was just breathtaking.
Brooke, this weekend would you like to go out and see the Christmas lights with me downtown? Recently, you and I hadn't really been going out much. So, I was thinking we could do that and also grab something to eat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steven. This weekend I'll be going out with a friend.
Wait, you're going out again this weekend?
It's the end of the year, right? There are all kinds of New Year's parties to go to. Last week I'd gone out with some friends from college, but this weekend happens to be a friend from high school, and we'll be meeting up with some of her friends.
I see. I really wanted to go out with you this weekend, though, since we haven't gone out to do anything for some time.
Well, you and I can go out with one another anytime, though, right? You and I went out shopping together the other day as well.
That was just you saying you wanted to buy some bread at the store, so you came along with me. It wasn't like a date or anything.
I happen to think that no matter where we go together, I'm happy and look at it like a date.
And I'm totally happy every time we get to be together and go out. But shopping at the grocery store isn't really a date. Also, for Christmas, I was out of town, right? I really wanted to go out before then, but it's too late now. So do you think we could make something happen before New Year's Day?
I see. And you're supposed to be going on another trip come New Year's Day, right?
Yeah. We've been married for only 2 years, yet my company is already having me go on all these dang trips all the time.
But right now, you and I don't have any kids, and I think that it's best you get all of this business trips out of the way now before we have a little family of our own.
Well, you make a good point there, I guess.
After that trip, you and I can take it easy in January, so don't get too upset now. Then you and I can go out on all sorts of dates together.
But come January, all of the fun things like Christmas lights will be taken down. Everything will be slowing down, and the winter will only get colder.
I suppose. Well, then what should we do? Actually, the better question is, what should we do for New Year's? I think that night our families will want to see us, right? Whose house do you want to go to before you have to head out the next day?
Either house is fine with me.
I feel the same way. Actually, my family has even said that this year we don't have to celebrate with them.
Well, we're able to see them all the time considering their house is close by. I guess I'll ask my parents about it and see what they have planned that night. Is that alright with you? She might be making something that night for dinner already, so I want her to be aware that we can make it too.
Go ahead and let her know. I'm really looking forward to whatever she'll cook up for us this time. I'll go and let my parents know that we're going to your parents' house on New Year's Eve as well.
Sounds good. I'll get in touch with my parents right now.
That's right. Oh, can you tell your mom thanks for me?
Thanks for what?
Remember the last time she was over, she dropped off some snacks she got on vacation? Those were all so amazing, right?
Ah, all those little cakes and stuff were awesome. Alright, I'll let her know you said thanks.
By the way, back when she was over here visiting us, your mom didn't seem all too well, right?
You think so?
Normally, she's all happy and energetic when she's around us, right? Yet that last time she seemed a little bit out of it. Like, the way she was talking and moving just wasn't like her. Well, that might just be me thinking that.
I'm sure she was just tired and all from that trip she was on.
You think so? To me, she seemed like there was something going on in her life.
Actually, when my mom went and took that trip, it was because of a fight she had with my dad. And well, she just got up and left the house after that to be away from him. I'm sure she was just thinking about all of that.
What? Your mom and dad got into a fight?
Yeah, although my mom told me not to say anything to you about it because she felt embarrassed about what happened. What happened after that fight is she went to a spa out of state and then came to our town to stay at a hotel for a little bit before going back home.
I see. So that fight must have really tired her out then. But that's not really like her. I always had this image that your mom and dad were so close to one another that they'd never really get into fights.
Even I like to think those two are so happy with one another. I'm not sure I should be saying this about those two, but I think they're both kind of stupid with one another. I'm sure the reason for that fight was also stupid and unnecessary. So you don't really have to worry about it.
Well, as long as it wasn't anything serious, that's good. Anyway, let your mom know that I said thanks for the snacks.
Alright, I will. I should be home on time today once work is finished up.
Okay, good luck with the rest of your work today. Steven, I don't think I can do this anymore.
What? Did my mom come over to the house again?
Yeah, and she only just left the house finally. Last week it was 4 times, and this was her 3rd time coming here this week. Did you know that? I think all of this is getting a bit too far out of hand.
I'm sorry. I told her already at the end of last week to stop coming over to the house so often. I was hoping she'd listen to me.
Yesterday, after I was out all morning, I came home to her out in our yard doing yard work. I was shocked when she popped her head out from behind the bushes. I told her that if she knew we weren't home, that she could just go back to her place and not do any of that. Or she could send me a message or something letting me know that she was there waiting.
That's very true. I wonder what's gotten into her.
I'd like to ask her that as well. Did I do something that made her feel as though she has to be here all the time? Has your mom not said anything to you about this yet?
Not yet. She did say, though, that she's trying to be more active again. And we'll take a walk all the way over to our house.
But she doesn't have to come all the way to our house every single time, right?
You're right. I wonder what her real reasoning behind all of this is. This sort of thing has never happened before.
And another thing, she's been a bit cold to me lately.
What? My mom has been?
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's starting to hate me or something.
But you and my mom have been so kind to one another thus far. I don't think she'd just start to hate you one day like that. And I'm not so sure she's even the kind of person that would be so passively hateful towards another person.
Everyone is different though when it comes to what makes them upset with others. There must have been something I did wrong that led to this. Could it be because I asked for you to say thanks to her for those snacks?
She would never get upset over something as simple as that. Also, when you got those from her, you told her thanks in person, right?
I did.
Then there's no way that has anything to do with what's going on here. That was also the last time you saw my mom in person before she changed, right? Since then, she hasn't been texting you or anything either.
Not yet.
Then she might really just be trying to stay active. And what you're perceiving as her hating you is really her just being tired from that much walking.
Well, even if that's the case, I'm still not happy with her coming over to our house all the time. Don't think I have anything against her and that's why I'm complaining. I just happen to have things going on myself.
I'll make sure to talk with my mom one more time regarding this. And I'll tell her to stop coming over to the house all the time for you.
Are you sure? I'm not sure that's gonna be enough.
I'll make sure she understands to stay away. How about I let her know that recently you haven't been doing too well health-wise?
Alright. Please and thank you. I just hope that she gets what you're saying this time.
I think this will all be fine. The fact that she's still coming even after the last time I told her to stop has gotten me a bit upset. And although she is my mom and all, she needs to understand that we need some privacy here. Which I'm sure she'll get this time.
Well, we'll see about that. It's not like she's ever been this way around me before, but recently your mom has been really scaring me. Perhaps she's gotten into another fight with your dad or something?
So far, I haven't heard anything else about that. For the time being, if I hear anything else from her, I'll let you know. Once I'm finished up with work today, I'll contact her and see what's going on. Mom? What are you actually doing?
Steven, what's the matter?
You know what this is about. Because of you, my wife has moved away from me. Stop trying to mess with Brooke behind my back, please. I already told you that she hasn't been feeling good recently, yet you still kept coming over to the house all the time. Why? And whenever you come over there, you stay there all day with her and ask her to do all sorts of things for you. right? I just got a call from her a second ago saying she's left my house.
She's moved out now. Why not just get the divorce at this point? That would make me the most happy.
Huh? What the heck has gotten into you, Mom? The reason she's left my house is all because of your actions.
I don't think that I'm to blame for her moving out of your house. I think that it's just within her best interest to make it seem like I was the reason for it.
What are you talking about, Mom?
Stephen, I want you to calm down and listen to me.
There's no way I can calm down at a time like this.
I'm sure you're all worked up about things right now, but there is something really important I must talk with you about.
What is it? Are you going to try and get me to believe that you bullying my wife was warranted in some way?
Actually, this has to do with Brooke having an affair.
Huh? Brooke has been cheating on me? Stop that, Mom! Why would you start making jokes like that about her now?
You think I'd be able to joke about something as serious as this? The reason I've been going over to your house so often lately is to get my eyes on your wife cheating on you.
What?
At first, I just thought I had the wrong idea is all.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I can't think right now. Is Brooke really having relations with another man right now?
How about we start from the beginning here? You remember when I had that fight with your dad and left the house for a bit, right?
Yeah. That was about a month ago.
That's right. At the time, I stayed the night at a spa over in Las Vegas. Then I told you that I came into town and spent the night at a hotel here for a couple of nights, right?
Yeah?
At that time, I saw Brooke was staying at the same hotel as me. She was with another man as well. They both seemed really close to one another, and so I wouldn't have called them just friends or anything like that.
What?
I was so surprised by what I saw that it left me speechless for some time. I only saw her and the man for a second, so I didn't even want to believe it at the time. But then I started to wonder if what had happened was really real after all. And that's why I started to visit your house all the time, trying to figure things out. I was hoping I could get to a point where I could stop Brooke from cheating on you. But then you wouldn't have been heartbroken.
So you're telling me that since the hotel scene, she has still been going out with that man?
Yes. I would go over to your house all the time and stay there trying to keep her from going out. But I couldn't go to your house every single day, right? So in the end, to figure out once and for all who she was going out with while I wasn't around, and if this all was really happening, I had a detective start to follow her.
Is that right? So this must mean you have proof of all this now, too?
Yes, but I still haven't been able to get anything from the man she's with. I'm thinking that Brooke has been wanting to divorce you for a long time now, though.
You mean you think she's been wanting to leave me and go be with that guy?
I believe she's already been talking with her other man about that. I'm not sure how she really feels, though. But if she's out of the house and living by herself now, then it's the perfect time for that divorce. I never meant to make it seem as though I was picking on her that whole time, but I had to do something about her. So it's true that I was forcing myself to come over a lot of the time.
I'm sorry. I'm sure that you're telling me the truth about all this, but for some reason, my body is not wanting to believe you.
You never felt that she was up to something while you both lived together?
I'm not so sure, Mom. But recently her and I haven't been going out together anymore, on things like dates and such. I know it's too late for me to realize that now, but...
Stephen, do you think you can come over to my house today? I'm sure this is all tough on you, but I'd really like to have you here so that I can show you all the details. I have a lot of evidence that the detective got for me.
Alright, I'm not sure if I can take the rest of the day off today, but I'll have a chat with my boss and see if he says it's okay for me to leave early.
I'm sorry, Stephen, that all of this has happened.
You don't have to apologize for any of this, Mom. I'm gonna go have a talk with my boss about leaving early now. If I'm able to head over to your house soon, I'll let you know. I'll try my best to get there as soon as possible.
All right, be careful on your way over here. I'm sure you're not feeling very well right now, so take your drive over here slowly, please. Stephen, you're back from your business trip, right?
Yes.
Well, I have something to say about how things are going to be from now on. I'm thinking that I want a divorce.
Is this because of my mom?
Yeah. You were telling me all the time that your mom would never be messing with me and causing all this trouble, but to me, everything she was doing was horrible and I couldn't deal with it anymore. I feel sorry for saying this, but as long as that woman is with you, I can't be your wife anymore.
Then, what if I said I'll cut ties to her right now?
This isn't about that anymore.
So then that means my mom isn't the cause for the divorce? That must mean you have something against me?
You have it all wrong. There's nothing about you that I'm upset with. I'm sorry, if I could continue to put up with all this, I would stay with you, but in marriage, it's not about one being at fault and the other being innocent. I like to think a lot of things went into this decision. And besides, even if you were to cut ties with her, you'd still regard her as more important than me, right?
Good point. I would never be able to actually cut ties to my mom anyway, so let's get this divorce.
Alright, I think that's the best choice for both of us now.
I myself would never want to stay married to someone who's been cheating the whole time and trying to pin blame on my mom for the divorce.
What?
Brooke, I already know about everything. You don't have to keep trying with the whole "my mom is bullying you" gag.
Already know everything. What? I have not been cheating on you, Steven.
The reason my mom started to act all strange around you is because she witnessed you cheating on me. She saw you with another man when she went to stay at a hotel in town after her fight with my dad.
No way. What are you talking about? Your mom had to have seen someone else, right? There's no way in hell she could start picking on me all because she thought she saw me with someone else.
I'm saying all of this about you right now because we know you were there. My mom made sure to hire a detective after what she saw.
Huh? A detective?
That's right. That's why we are 100% sure about you cheating on me now. The reason my mom had been coming over to the house all the time after seeing you was because she had been trying to stop you from cheating on me. She thought that by keeping you around the house during the day, you wouldn't be able to meet with that man.
No, wait, you're wrong. I'm not cheating. I've actually been looking for a job, and at the time I was with that man talking about work.
Is there really any reason for you to be talking with another man in a hotel room about finding work?
What we were talking about wasn't something that should be said in public. It was a secret offer from him.
Would you cut it out already? I have evidence now of you having relations with that man. We are getting this divorce, so there's no point in trying to make up excuses now. But just know that I will be getting a settlement from you for cheating on me. And, of course, he'll have to pay up as well.
Steven, hold on. You really do have this wrong. I was just tricked by that man.
I have audio recording of you telling that man that you wanted to live together with him after you left me. I'm finding it very, very hard to believe that he was tricking you in any way.
I was only talking like that because he brought something like that up.
I'm tired of these excuses, Brooke. I'll have my lawyer get in touch with you later about all of the details. And as for the divorce, you'll be spoken to about that as well.
Wait, Steven, I don't want to get a divorce.
I
I was just wanting this divorce because I've been feeling guilty. Really, I don't want to be away from you.
Oh, is that so?
Hey, if you don't completely hate my guts now, do you think we can fix things between us here? I've realized that I don't want to be away from you after all.
Thanks.
Does that mean that you and I can continue staying together and work things out?
This whole week knowing about how you've been getting dicked down by that other guy's really been heartbreaking. I was really hoping you weren't actually doing anything with him. But look, both yesterday and the day before yesterday, you've been spending your New Year's with him, right? You told me you couldn't go out with me at all, to see those Christmas lights or anything. And just a second ago, you were going on about wanting to divorce me. But now that I brought up the settlement, you want to work something out? I'm so happy I've decided to go with divorce today. Happy from the bottom of my heart.
This isn't about me not wanting to pay you that settlement or anything. I really believe that I need to be with you, Steven.
Stop forcing yourself to say things like that to me. That guy you've been cheating on me with, he's poor as hell, right? You met him on a dating app, and he turned out to be the member of a crappy band, right? Did you think that by using my mom as your reason for divorcing me, you could take half my money and run? And then you and your buddy there could live off that money for a little while together, right? I'm sure you figured out now that your plan isn't going to work out for you after all, and that's why you're trying to keep me around again.
You have it all wrong. When I started to think about leaving you, I realized that you are the most important thing to me.
Why have you changed so much from the person you were just a second ago? Shouldn't you be with the one you love most? Be thankful that I'm finally giving you the chance to get married to him.
I'm sorry, Steven. Steven, I don't want this divorce anymore. Please, please rethink what you're doing here.
I'm done here. I will never have someone as pathetic as you in my family. Cheating on me, and then trying to get money from a divorce with me by blaming my mom? All so that you can have some kind of funding for your vacation with that moneyless loser? I'm gonna give you what you asked for, and that means we're done here. This is the best choice for the both of us, right? After that, my wife continued to go on about not wanting the divorce to happen, but I had all the evidence for cheating on me and wanting the divorce as well, and after letting her parents know about it, they chewed the hell out of her, leading to a very quick divorce. Of course, I'll also be getting a settlement from her partner, and he's agreed to give the money to me. However, he had no money of his own, so his parents will be stepping in for him and paying me the settlement. After his parents found out what he'd been up to, they took him back to their house, and have put him to work on their farm until he's paid them twice the amount they gave me. Also, considering both parties didn't want their kids to be around one another anymore, They made them break up before taking their phones away. A little while after that, I started to get more texts from Brooke again about wanting to get back together, but I'm not going to even bother talking to her anymore. I've gone and blocked her phone number now, so there shouldn't be another word coming out of her towards me. It was a shock to me that my wife had been cheating, but had my mom never stepped in to try and stop it, I would have been divorced by Brooke not even knowing about the real reason for it. She was going to try and use my mom coming over and picking on her all the time as the reason she wanted to leave me. But, in the end, my mom helped me find out the real reason. My mom even took the time to show me all the evidence, and that helped me trust her even more. I'm still not over all the pain that comes with divorce and being cheated on by the one I thought loved me. But luckily, I still have a lot of good friends and family around to comfort me. I'm going to thank those who helped me in recovering from my heartbreak, and make sure that from now on I spend more time with all of them, without forgetting how much worse things could have ended for myself.
Hello, Kat. Are you able to talk right now?
Sure. It's rare, though, that I ever get any texts from you. What's been going on? Did something happen between you and my little brother?
No, this has nothing to do with him, actually. I had heard that you were going to support us in paying for our wedding.
Right, so my brother told you that then?
He did. Carson told me about what you were doing. And at first, I wasn't really going to say anything to you about it. But then I thought I should at least say hello and let you know that I'm happy because of what you're doing.
Well, thank you for contacting me about that. You don't have to worry about texting me, though, if you didn't really want to. This was all meant to be a present for the both of you, so please don't feel as though you need to say thanks or anything right now about it either. I know that you must be thankful inside, and that's all I really care about. So please take the money and use it on all the costs that the wedding will require.
I am very happy that you're willing to pay so much for us. But this is a lot of money you seem to want us to use, right? Are you sure it's okay to be giving us this much? Carson and I both have money saved up as well, so we can handle a lot of the costs too.
Of course it's okay. Leave that bill to me and just focus on putting that wedding together the way you'd like.
Are you really, really sure this is okay though?
After this wedding, you both are going to have to pay for a house or a new apartment, as well as things like your honeymoon. That'll be a lot of money to afford all those things, so I was hoping by paying for your wedding, that would take some of the weight off your shoulders. This is my present to the both of you.
You really care a lot about your brother then.
Well, I'd like to think that I do. He is very cute to me, after all.
But this is a large amount of money you're giving us, right? Will you really be able to send all of that to us? From what else I've heard, you're not working right now, are you?
You are right that I'm not working right now. But this is a present for the both of you, so I don't mind overspending just a little. So don't worry about me.
Does this mean that you've saved up over $100,000 or something? That's amazing.
To me, saving up money is kind of like my hobby. Ever since I graduated from school, I've been saving little by little.
You do happen to be a very serious individual, Kat. You don't seem like the kind of person to dine out often or spend on fashion. I can definitely see that you're a girl that loves saving her money up.
I sure am. I don't even bother with things like accessories or makeup. Maybe once a year I'll get myself something nice, but that's it.
But at your age, isn't it a bit depressing to not have a job or anything? Have you ever thought of getting back out there and working somewhere again?
Not right now.
Is that going to be all right for you, though? The longer you don't have yourself a job, the harder it is to get hired by any proper jobs in the future, right?
I'm sure that's the case for most places, but I've had a lot going on with myself. For the time being, I'd like to take things slow.
Then you must have a lot of money saved up.
I wouldn't say that I could live off the money I have saved up for the rest of my life, but, well, let's just say that for a short time, I can relax.
Oh, not having all that much money to last you forever, yet putting a lot into our wedding while you just sit at home all day is crazy. Honestly, it's pretty unbelievable what you're doing.
Well, thank you for being a little bit worried about my future. But I really will be all right, Gwen.
If you're saying you'll be all right, then I guess everything is fine, but I'm just a bit worried about you after our wedding happens, in case something happens that we have to deal with.
Aha, so that's what you've been thinking about then. I would never ask either of you to take care of me in the future, no matter what troubles I'm going through, so don't worry about that either. And this money I'll be sending you this time is your gift from me in order to let you guys have a great marriage. Actually, I'm a bit sorry for getting you all worked up about me.
No, you don't have to be sorry as long as you're fine. I'll take your word for it then. And thank you for helping pay for the whole wedding.
How's it going, Gwen? Everything ready for the wedding yet? My brother told me you've been putting a lot of work into getting that wedding set up and decorated.
Things are fine. I've been very busy with all of it, but all of this is in order to have the best wedding.
You even decided on a really wonderful wedding venue, right? One of my friends had her wedding there before, so I've already been around that place. It really is like something out of a princess movie there.
Actually, I heard from Carson that you really love this place a lot, and so the both of us went and took a look for ourselves. I happened to love it at first sight, and asked the staff to reserve it for me right after that.
I see. Well, I'm so happy to hear that you like it there. Having your wedding there will make for so many fantastic memories.
That's what I'm thinking as well. And because of that 40 grand you gave to Carson and I, we'll be able to throw a quite impressive and gorgeous wedding.
That's awesome to hear.
We were able to get all the flowers, decorations, and food items that we wanted. Knowing that this wedding would be only once-in-a-lifetime thing for me, I made sure to go all out.
I see. Then this is going to be one heck of a wedding for us all. I'm really looking forward to coming to that wedding.
About that actually. I have something to ask you, Kat.
Something to ask me? Are you wanting me to give the speech now or something? I really suck at getting up in front of people, so maybe it's best you choose someone else.
That's not what I have to ask at all. I want you to refrain from coming to our wedding. Can I ask you to please stay home on the day of?
What? Why?
Having you come to the wedding would be a huge waste. The whole thing would be ruined right from the start.
How would I be ruining the wedding by being there? I was just planning on being there as a guest, so I wasn't going to go up on stage or have anything to do with the event.
But you would have something to do with it. You would be impacting my wedding quite a lot, actually. You happen to be a jobless shut-in, right? If you come to my wedding as someone with a lifestyle like that, you'll be giving the newlyweds bad luck.
Giving the newlyweds bad luck? Are you sure?
I'm very sure. I would like to have the perfect wedding. That's why I'm putting so much of my time and effort into making sure everything is set up just right on the day of. You also happen to know just how much effort I've been putting into this wedding now, right?
I do know that.
Then you can understand why I don't want you to be there, right? In order to have my wedding to be a success for everyone, please, do as I'm asking.
I understand what you're asking from me.
Would you rather have my wedding be a total failure? You always like to think about your little brother, right? Then please, do this for the both of us.
But this happens to be my only sibling's wedding. And I would at least like to see what he looks like in his tuxedo. Would that be too much to ask?
You will be able to see all sorts of pictures of the wedding after. That should be enough for you, right? We'll be having a professional photographer taking all the photos, so don't you worry. So you'll be seeing some of the best wedding photos ever taken of us.
I don't want to stay away from that wedding, though. I want to be there and see it all with my own eyes.
Please don't be so selfish, Kat.
But what about the feelings I have for this wedding? I've been looking forward to going to my little brother's wedding for so long now. You're telling me that my feelings of wanting to be there are selfish of me?
That's what I'm telling you. Even Carson is saying that he'd like you to stay away from the wedding, rather than having you there ruining it for everyone. It would be very selfish of you to come to our wedding without listening to either the groom's or the bride's desires, right?
Kason is asking me to stay away as well?
Yes, he is. He knows that you'll be bad luck for us. And he doesn't want anyone knowing that his sister is a total shut-in either, because that would embarrass him.
You're lying, right? There is no way Kason would say something like that about me. That kid knows better than to talk about me that way and is too kind for that.
That's probably why he can't say something like that to your face then. But deep down, this is how he feels about you being there. He said that in front of my eyes before.
I see. So I'm not being invited to this wedding then. I was looking forward to going to that wedding so badly, though.
And that's because you only wanted to be happy about yourself, Kat. We are not going to be having this wedding in order to make you happy, okay? Please do not get the reasoning for this wedding confused.
Then what was the point of me giving you guys that kind of money to pay for the wedding?
What? Are you starting to regret giving us that wonderful present now? You told me yourself that you gave it to us as a celebration for getting married. I can now see that you actually gave us that money in order to make us owe you all kinds of things in the future.
That's not why I gave you guys the money. But I at least expected to join everyone else in going there to see it.
I wouldn't think of handing someone a present as allowing myself to automatically come to their party. If you keep on complaining about the decision Carson and I have made, you'll only be making yourself look worse. And let me just say this now. We will not be giving you the money back. We already gave it all away to the wedding organizer to pay for the whole wedding.
I see. Understood then. I won't say anything else about the choice you've made.
If you understand what I've asked, that's good. That means on the day of our wedding, please stay at your house and don't bother any of us. I'll make sure to show you all the pictures later, okay? Hey! What have you done? Kat, we are being told that the wedding has been canceled. What the hell is going on here?
What? I never canceled that wedding on you guys or anything.
The wedding venue just called and told us that we can't have our wedding here anymore. You went and canceled the wedding without telling us, didn't you?
I told you I did not cancel it. There should still be a wedding going on when you planned it.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you right now that we can't have our wedding.
That's you saying you can't have that wedding, right?
Huh? What are you trying to say right now? What you've said to me so far makes no sense at all.
I'm saying that your plan has not been canceled. Of course, the wedding that you had all worked out isn't going to happen, though. This is going to be my wedding now.
Huh? I literally have zero clue what that means. How the hell were you able to take my wedding and turn it into your own?
I got permission from Kaysen to go ahead and do this. And thankfully, Kaysen went and spoke with the wedding planners to tell them things had changed. I was the one that paid for the whole wedding in the first place, right? So it's not a problem that we went ahead and changed some of the plans.
How is that supposed to be good enough reason for something like that? And what's this about Carson talking with the wedding planners about this?
You have to understand what I mean by that, right? Your guys' wedding isn't going to happen anymore. And Kaysen made sure that the money I put into it didn't go to waste. And as far as I'm aware, Kaysen is no longer going to be marrying you.
Why not? Carson was so excited for this wedding and everything. Why is this kind of terrible stuff happening to me?
You don't understand the reason why yet?
I have no clue.
This is because you were being a total asshole to me before. You went and told me to stay away from my little brother's wedding, and you knew that wasn't the right thing to do. And as for myself, I do not want to give that much money to someone as disrespectful as you.
So you're mad about me telling you not to come to our wedding before? This is your way of getting back at me now?
I didn't want this to happen, Gwen. But you told me that by coming to your wedding, my brother would be embarrassed. So I had to ask him if that was true or not. That's when he told me he never said anything like that, all before he became really pissed off with you. I said he could cancel the wedding, and he agreed with me on that.
So you were the reason for our wedding being canceled. You suggested to him to have it canceled. That's screwed up. After all that, you're going to steal my wedding from me?
After all of that?
I had put so much time and energy into making sure my wedding would be perfect for myself and everyone there. But right as I was about to finish up all the planning and getting ready for the wedding, I'm being told the wedding is not happening anymore.
You might have done all of that planning for it, but I was the one that put a lot of money into it. Carson was saying he'd cancel your guys' wedding. And the wedding venue told us that it was already paid in full and too close to the date to get all my money back. So I decided I'd take this wedding and make it my own.
Do you know how much time I put into it, though?
I saw all of your work and made sure to remove a lot of it. Right now, I have all the staff working hard to change the plans for me last minute. I'm sorry to say this, but what you wanted to happen at your wedding didn't quite suit me.
What?
My fiancé was totally against a lot of it. He told me that the whole place was way too pink for him, and all the hearts strung up everywhere made it look like a child's idea of a wedding. And the food and gifts for all the guests were very monotone and didn't spark the idea of party to us. I thought all of that was a little too embarrassing for me as well, so we changed it all.
Leave it all be. I like things to be cute.
But even Carson told me that he hated all your decorations and other choices.
You're lying.
He was letting you have your way because you wanted your dream wedding and all. But he told me that all of that planning you did would have made him feel like he was marrying a kindergartner. He said that the wedding venue would have gone to waste with all those decorations you had up.
None of that stuff is embarrassing. I will not allow any of this to happen. Give me back my wedding right now. Carson still hasn't come back to me yet. Kat, you know where he is right now, don't you? He's left me, hasn't he? I can't even get a response from him anymore.
I know where he is, but I can't tell you.
Why are you picking on me so much? I was told by him that he doesn't even want to get married anymore. And he told me to keep both the engagement ring and wedding ring before running off. Have I really done something so wrong that I have to take all of this?
After what you were saying to me, I'm not sure my little brother could stay silent anymore. There's nothing wrong with him being upset with you to that extent.
But it's true that by having a shut-in like you at the wedding, there would be bad luck and bad vibes. I didn't say anything wrong there.
The reason I left my last job was in order to change to a new one. I am changing into a completely new line of work, so I have to take time to study for that new job. My last job paid me very well, but I was so busy all the time that I never had the time to do anything besides work. That's why I've been out of work for a while now.
That's just your excuse for becoming a shut-in.
I would like you to stop being so biased against those who aren't working currently. The idea of someone being a shut-in and carrying bad luck in the first place is strange to me. I was working for a very good company before and making very good money, hence all of this money I currently have saved up. I made sure I would have enough to take some time off to study and relax, as well as pay for my brother's wedding. But the fact that you take things without even being thankful for them has raised some very important questions. Why do I have to be made fun of by you like that when you can't even feel some form of gratitude towards me? I have no idea why you thought that was okay.
What the heck? Just because you were in good company for a little bit, you think you can talk to me like you're better than me?
I never said I was better than you. The one who was acting like they were better was you, Gwen. You used the fact that you were the bride of that wedding to stomp all over my feelings and desires.
Because if you came to my wedding, it would be ruined.
All right. So you're not going to change your position on that then? That's fine. It just means you won't have a wedding now. My wedding is already in the making now, so it's over for you.
It's not over until I say it's over, especially when I'm still having to suffer now. Carson has already left me, and my wedding is just gone now. What is going to happen in my future with him?
I don't know the answer to that. Things that have to do with him and yourself should be discussed between you two.
I'm telling you that he won't respond to me, though.
I know that. I'll let him know then. If you have something you want to tell him, say it now.
Tell him that I'd like to talk, and tell him to stop having me talk through you.
He said there's no way he's talking to you. He doesn't want to talk to you or even see your face. And he wants me to tell you that anything that has to do with your marriage can be talked about in a few days with his lawyer. That's everything he said.
Huh? What the hell? You are with Carson right now, aren't you?
I am, as of right now.
Carson! I will apologize to your sister for everything, so please don't say you won't marry me anymore. If you give up on us getting married now, we'll both be embarrassed. Is that what you want?
Being married to someone like you would be far more embarrassing, so leave us alone, please. There's no way one can be married to someone who thinks and acts like you do, is what he's told me to tell you.
No way. He won't even let me talk to him in person.
I will talk to you face to face when my lawyer is around. So until then, you're just going to have to wait, is what he said. I don't think he wants to say anything else to you now.
This is all your fault, Kat. What the hell did you mean by you always think about your brother? Everyone is upset now because of you.
The only one who's upset right now is you, Gwen. Carson has told me he's so relieved to not have to marry you.
Shut the hell up, you freaking bitch. Give me back my dang wedding already.
You want your wedding back when you don't even have a fiancé now? That wouldn't help you at all, would it? You don't have anyone to marry right now, so there's no need for you to have a wedding.
I am still not going to allow that to be true. I still have my fiancé, and his name is Carson.
Carson said he's never going to marry you, though. Also, my family and all our friends no longer like you, so they wouldn't even allow him to marry you. If you guys were to get married still after all of this, you would be making a whole lot of people very angry. I think it's time for you to just give up on all of this and be quiet, right? You're just lashing out now because you're selfish.
How am I the one that's selfish?
Because everything you say and do is only for yourself. It was your fault that your fiancé ended up leaving you, yet you keep saying that you don't care about how he feels and want to be married regardless. That's pretty dang selfish.
You seem to be having a lot of fun over there ruining my dreams. You are awful. I hope that your wedding ends up falling apart on you as well.
You really are such a child. This has all happened to you because you only think about yourself. My brother is crying because of you. He's saying that even being engaged to someone as horrible as you is embarrassing. After that, my brother got together with his lawyer and Gwen, and by the end of their meeting, they all agreed that things were off and that Gwen had to give him the rings back. She did so, and he went out and sold them in order to feel as though he got a settlement from her in some way for wasting all his time. Because of the horrible character that Gwen has, I wasn't the only person that she treated so horribly. As soon after what had happened, a lot of other people started to talk about how often she'd talk down to them. And so a lot of those people that she hurt before me spread the news of her losing her fiancé all over the town to make sure she couldn't escape the hell she created. She had gone around the town so many times bragging about how she'd be getting married. But now she just looks like one massive idiot with the news having been spread. She can't even go to her job anymore now because everyone there is calling her an idiot and a selfish loser. And I'm assuming she'll quit from there too. This is what I heard a few weeks later, but it appears that even with all the hate she had towards shut-ins, Gwen ended up becoming one herself. She is so deep inside her house now that I'm not sure anyone will ever see or hear from her again. As for my little brother, after this all happened, he's sort of lost some trust in women. And for the time being, it doesn't look as though he wants to date anyone. But my husband, being the thoughtful man that he is, feels bad for Kaysen all the time. And we'll go out with him every weekend so that they can have some bro time. He's taken him to some basketball games now, and we'll sometimes go to the movies with him as well so they can talk about their nerdy hobbies. But he's also been taking him out to the mall to shop a little, and even to one of his friends' weddings to try and get Carson to open back up to women. From what my husband's told me, my brother's wounds are slowly beginning to heal up. I hope that one day Carson will be able to trust women the same way he'd done before, because he really deserves someone to be his one and only. Right now, my husband and I are praying that one day my little brother can find himself another woman, and this time have her be a lot less selfish around everyone. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.